Alright guys, what's up? This is going to be an untraditional video from what I usually do on my channel. We're just going to have the computers fight while I pretty much just talk about something. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware of the topic that because I've seen a lot of hate on this, especially in Rhyme Styles videos, Afro Senju's videos, that if someone guard breaks you and then hits you with an ultimate, a lot of people say, oh, it's cheap and, you know, you're scum for basically doing this. Now, see, here's the thing. In every single fighting game ever, there is always going to be a cheap character or a cheap mechanic. Now, what could they do? Obviously, they could patch it out if they wanted to. Now, the problem with that is they can't patch out every little thing that someone considers cheap, or else the game will be a shell of its former self. The counter breaks, the guard breaks in Revolution, the game before this, was a lot more broken, and guess what? They fixed it. I think everything works way better in this game, but people still find shit to complain about. So let me break it down for you. Guard breaks. You only have 2 of them. I repeat, 2 of them that you can use throughout the whole match. If you're playing a match with 2 rounds, which could go all the way up to a final round if you win the first round, your opponent wins the second, you only have 2 guard breaks to use during the whole set, basically. So already, it's not like it's something that's unlimited. You only have access to 2 guard breaks. Now another thing. The easiest way to get someone with it, to land a guard break with the ultimate, as you can see from my videos, in my video, Sai versus Sasuke worst player match ever, or whatever it was called, right there, I beat Sasuke with it, and I called it. I was like, oh hey, I know I'm gonna get this guy with it, so I literally said it. I'm like, oh, it's over. He has no chakra subs. So what you do is you chakra dash at them, and then guard break them into ultimate. And guess what? It worked. I got the kill. In my latest player match video, Naruto and Boruto send Adolf to space. I did it to my enemy. Now, a lot of people, like I said, they frown upon it. But at the end of the day, why are you making such a big deal about it? There are many things you can do to prevent it. If you have no subs, you have to be careful. If your opponent chakra dashes at you, block it. Neutral jump over them. There are plenty of ways to avoid it. And again, they can only do it twice. So people say, oh, why would you do it anyways? It does less damage. Exactly. So if it does less damage and they only have 2 guard breaks for the whole round, then you shouldn't be complaining that it's broken or that it's cheap. It's that simple. If someone does it to you online and you don't like it, guess what? You can rage quit. You can be that guy that can't hold an L, that can't take a simple loss. You can do that. Go ahead, be that guy. So that's pretty much it for my little mini rant about guard breaking and guard breaking into ultimate. I've seen a lot of salt over it. I finally decided to make a video for it because I've always been upset or mad that I've seen people, oh my god, that yell, that I've seen people sort of just say it's cheap and everything. Sure, it's cheap, but every single game ever usually always have cheap mechanics, and it's just up to you to learn to adapt and deal with it. It was super cheap and broken in Revolution, and guess what? They fixed it. And now that they made it pretty simple, like viable, it's not as broken. You still are going to complain about it? I don't know, guys. Come on, that doesn't really make sense to me. So with that being said, that'll be it. It's just something I wanted to make a video about because I really just don't understand. It's cheap stuff. It's always going to be in a game, whether it's a character being cheap or a mechanic. Guess what? Cheap is just another word for top tier. Minato. Oh hey, last Sasuke. Cheap is just another word for top tier. And what do? Are you gonna complain about this character, have them get removed, have them get nerfed, buffed? Sure, they might get nerfed eventually, but until then, what do? You have to adapt. So instead of calling someone cheap, if you can't take it, rage quit. If you don't want to deal with it, then don't play the fucking game. It's that simple. So thank you guys for watching. This is just something I really wanted to say because I've seen enough hate towards that topic, and regardless of how anyone feels about it, I get it. I could consider it cheap as well, but it's just a part of the game, and it's something that you have to deal with it. And if not, hey, make a fucking petition. Go look it over. Go have CyberConnect 2 look it over, because we all know they're not lazy as hell developers. Empty spots. So yeah, sorry, I have like a weird cough. Oh man. So, see you guys next time. Character guides will be coming soon.